welcome to another episode of the Zeelicious cooking series. Now we're still on with our rice series edition, and I'm about to show you how to make one very mouth-watering rice recipe. So today I'm going to show you how to make Chinese fried rice. Now this is one of my absolute favorite rice recipes, and I'm excited to show you how to make it. But before we begin, let me introduce you to the ingredients. For this recipe, you'd need 2 cups of cooked basmati rice, 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of dark soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 2 tablespoons of blended sesame oil, 1 medium-sized onion bulb, 3 garlic cloves, 3 scotch bonnet peppers, a 1/4 cup of finely diced carrots, a 1/4 cup of spring onions, a 1/4 cup of red bell pepper, a 1/4 cup of chopped celery, 2 beef fillets cut in bite-sized pieces, 2 large eggs, a pinch of sugar, and some salt to taste. Okay, so I already have my wok here heating up on medium heat. I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil and get that heated up as well. Now over here I have some beef that I've cut into really tiny bite-sized pieces, and I also seasoned with some soy sauce and some oyster sauce. That's all. Remember, this is Chinese fried rice. I'm going to try and keep everything as Asian as possible. So what I'm going to do next is just transfer this into the oil. The sizzle! And I'll just saute it and move it around for about 3 to 4 minutes until the beef has lost all of its pinkness and it's slightly cooked. So I've been stir frying this for about 5 to 6 minutes on very high heat, and you can see that the beef is now done. And I actually browned it a little bit. I didn't want to brown it, but I think browning it would also help add some flavor to it as well. You know, I'm all about adding flavors to my dish. Whatever gives my dish the most flavor, I'm gonna do. So I'm just taking out all of the beef pieces, and I forgot to mention that you can actually use whatever protein you like. You can go ahead and even use some chicken breast, or you can use some sausage or bacon, whatever it is you like. Just go ahead, okay? So next up, I'm just going to transfer some sesame oil right into the wok, the same wok. You can use vegetable oil or olive oil if you don't have sesame oil, but I think the best thing to do is actually use sesame oil. Just heat it up slightly, and this is going to be a very, very, very speedy and very quick dish. I'm going to throw in my onions that are already diced. Give it a good stir and saute for about a minute or so. Now everything I'm cooking today is going to be done on high heat. Next, I'm going to throw in my minced garlic. This is Asian cooking. There is no Asian cooking without garlic. I'll keep stir frying. Afterwards, I'll throw in my carrots and celery. The aroma is already boom, 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 like OMG, this is amazing. So I'll just keep sauteing for another minute or so. Then I'll throw in my scotch bonnet peppers. Now, the Chinese don't use scotch bonnet peppers, but since I'm in Nigeria, we like our food really hot and spicy, and we really can't do without our peppers. So I'm going to throw in some peppers as well. You can do without it though, if you don't like it. Look at all the colors in my wok. Keep stir frying this. Afterwards, I'm going to bring back the beef pieces that I cooked earlier. It's going to be a burst of flavors. Oh Lord, look at this. Look at this, guys. It looks so yum. Okay, so I'm just going to proceed to crack open 2 eggs and season them with a little bit of salt. And then I'll give it a good whisk to combine. And then afterwards, I'll just come back over to my wok and move the contents in the wok to one side. Now, this is a very important part of this recipe. And transfer all of the egg mixture into my wok, and I'm just going to scramble it real fast. Remember, I'm still working on very high heat. Okay, so I think that's almost scrambled now. or rather that's totally scrambled. Then I just proceed to mix everything together. Already looks so good, and I like what I see. Next up, I'm just going to proceed to throwing in some of the Asian ingredients. Now I'm going to be using some light soy sauce for this. I'll put about 1 cooking spoon of light soy sauce, and I'm also going to throw in some dark soy sauce as well. Now this is going to help lend a dark flavor to the Chinese fried rice. Oh, this is still new. So half a cooking spoon of dark soy sauce. The only difference between light soy sauce and dark soy sauce is just the color. It's like having brown sugar, light brown sugar and dark brown sugar, or granulated white sugar and brown sugar. So that's just the difference. And in here I'm also going to throw in some oyster sauce. 1 cooking spoon of oyster sauce. And I'm going to continue stirring this around. You can see that it's starting to come together and it's starting to look so good. Afterwards, I'm going to proceed to throwing in all of my cooked rice. Now for this, I'm going to be using some basmati rice. And if you want to know how the perfect way to cook your rice, I'm going to put a link in the description box below to a video that shows you exactly how to cook your rice perfectly. But this is already perfectly thoroughly cooked, so I'm just going to throw it in here. Now you can use, for Chinese cooking, I think it's advisable to use either basmati rice or jasmine rice. So I'm just gonna break that apart and then just stir it all together to ensure that the rice is thoroughly coated with the soy sauce mixture. So just giving this a stir. Okay, so as you can see, it's all thoroughly combined now and it's looking so good and it smells so divine in my kitchen. I like it. I'm not done yet. I'm going to proceed to sprinkling a little bit of salt. Now remember that the soy sauce, the oyster sauce, that's the light and the dark soy sauces actually contain salt in them already. So be very careful when adding salt. And in Asian cooking, they cook with sugar. They cook with lots of sugar. So I'm also going to sprinkle a little bit of sugar into this dish. The sweetness actually takes it to another level, like I tell you. And also I'm going to proceed to throw in some red bell pepper that I have diced to make the dish look pretty, and some spring onions of course. And then finally, I'm just going to stir this all together. This is a very beautiful and colorful dish, and look at how easy it was to get it done. And that's it, guys. I'm just gonna go ahead now and turn up my heat. Get ready for the taste test. So I'm just gonna give this a quick taste. Oh, this dish looks so colorful and very pretty. Why go for Chinese takeout when you can make it in the comfort of your kitchen? So I'm just going to blow because it's still very hot and it's still sizzling. I can hear the sizzling sound. We already know how it tastes, right? Perfection, perfection. Like, I literally nailed it. Follow this recipe and you have the perfect Chinese rice in your kitchen, served to your family and friends. And after eating such a good meal, what you do next is just go grab yourself a bottle, or rather a cold glass of Valletta sparkling wine. Now this is the red grape flavor. And just down everything down and just feel relaxed and calm and cool. Tastes so yum. Oh my god, I can't wait to go devour these guys. I can't wait, literally cannot wait. I have to say bye bye now, but if you're going to recreate this recipe for your family and friends, please kindly send me your pictures on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. I'm there as Zeelicious Foods. I always like to see your creation. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell beside it so that you can get instantly notified whenever I upload a new video. I have lots and loads of other recipes coming up soon, and I'm sure you do not want to miss it. I'll see you again next time with another rice recipe. Until then, take care of yourselves, guys. I love you all.